I'm giving brackets, and now here we'll be giving whatever the values, like um, what what are the column names here. The column names here, I want to go to first column name as name. Okay, now name I've given, and we have to specify the data type of the particular column name. In the name data type is basically varchar. Basically we will be using string or like string or characters in the case of C, Java and all those things, right? But in the case of SQL we'll be using only varchar. Like this particular type as string in the C, it is called as varchar in this SQL. So for in SQL we're using varchar. So varchar I'm giving, this is the here the data type we're specifying, and after this in brackets we will be giving exactly the how many characters that particular name should be. In this case I want it to be only 20, so I'm giving it 20 here. Okay, now comma, the second column name I want to add is marks. I want to add is marks, and marks is basically integer. That is, it is integer in C language or other programming languages, but in SQL we'll be using it is called as numeric. Okay, so I'm giving it as numeric. Okay, done now, and we should be closing the brackets, and we should be giving the semicolon here. Now I'm pressing the run SQL. See, error table max already exists because I've already given the max table. So I'll be giving now as instead of max I'll be giving mat. Okay, mat I've given now. Now I'll run SQL. Okay, so SQL query is successfully executed, however the result is empty. Okay, now we should come to the second line. So now since we have created a table called as mat in this particular database, and now we should be inserting the values, that is in the names we should be inserting, and the marks we should be inserting into that particular database. So inserting like this, we'll be using the command called as insert into. Okay, insert command. So now insert into table name. The table name here is mat. Insert into mat, and now we'll be giving the values we should write, and we should be opening the brackets here, and now we'll be giving the name. So for entering the name, same as in the case of C language, we'll be using the double quotes there. So we should be using double quotes here also to save this name. Like to give it a name, we should be using only the double quotes here. Double quotes are single quotes, but I'm using double quotes, so we're using the double quotes and double quotes. In this case I want to give the name as X. Okay, now comma, the marks, the second is marks, right? Now I want to give the marks as 94. Okay, see, now I've given like this. Okay, now I want to run this SQL. Okay, see, the SQL query successfully executed. Okay, now I want to insert, now I want to go for the second row. For inserting into the second row, again we should use the same command, that is insert into mat. Okay, now values. Okay, in the second case I want to give the name as y. Okay, not we shall even take, yeah, y we shall take, it should also be given in a double quotes. And now comma, in the second case I want to give marks as 98. Okay, done, right? And we should be giving the what do you say, this is called as we should be giving the semicolon. Now I will run the SQL command. See, the SQL query successfully executed, but the result is empty. Okay, and now this is done. Now the thing is, I want to retrieve the data whatever I have stored into this particular database. I want to retrieve the data in the form of a table, or in the form of table. I want to retrieve it. So to retrieve it, we'll be using the command called as select. Okay, now select, and for retrieving all the data whatever we have stored, we'll be using the thing called as star. Okay, star, and from the table name we have given is mat, right? So we should be giving mat. Okay, now if I run the SQL here, see XY and 94, 92, whatever are the table, whatever the entire table has come with the name mat, the entire table has come here now. Okay, now imagine I only want to retrieve this name. Only I want to retrieve only this name, that is X and Y. I want to retrieve only this name. Okay, now for doing this particular thing, we'll be using the same will be using the select command only. Select, but we want to give only name, right? Only that particular column name we should be giving there. See, the column name is name. So select name from, and what is the table name we have given? It is mat, right? So we should be giving the mat. Okay. Now the run SQL. See, I've got only name. Okay. I hope you understood. Thank you. We shall meet in next class with some other content. Thank you so much.